Hello YouTube, this is Dr. Ronald W. Satz, founder and chair of the International Society of Unified Science. I'm president of Transpower Corporation, a commercial and custom software manufacturing and certified systems engineering company. I work as a theoretical physicist and as a systems and mechanical engineer. I also work as a theoretical economist and as an operations researcher. My very first commercial software package is called Optimal Manager, 47 programming units to optimize your business. In fact, I'm showing you the module menu here. Let's just exit out a moment and we'll come back in and just type the directory's OMD. By the way, that's the when you exit from the program, you get the message, may all your decisions be optimal. Just thought that was cute. Type OM. Here's the sign-on screen. Optimal Manager software package. Notice that I published this in 1982. This is our very first commercial software program. In total now, Transpower has 23 commercial software programs, manuals, and books on the market. Although the Unmysterious Universe is now out of stock. It's sold out. I'm not sure when we're going to get that reprinted, but it's going to be a while. Anyway, everything else is still in print. And in fact, most of our commercial software now is available as a Dropbox link. The printed manuals are optional. You don't really need them because all the descriptions are included within the software itself, but we still do have printed manuals available for those of you who want them. Most of our commercial software programs are now $95 each. This Optimal Manager was originally $495, but because of the pandemic and the recession and everything else, we've drastically dropped the price to $95 for 47 programming units. In fact, if you run this program just one time and make the optimal decision, you will probably pay for it. It'll probably pay for itself. Okay. I'm still proud of the interface, by the way. This is really easy to use. We've been doing one program unit per week. We're currently an optimal product manufacturer, so I'm going to hit II. And today we're going to cover optimal inventory of materials, probabilistic method. In last week's video, we did optimal inventory of materials, deterministic method, so now we're going to do the probabilistic method. So I'm going to hit 5, and we'll read through the program description. So again, this is optimal inventory of materials, probabilistic method. So please pay attention here. This program unit determines the optimal reorder point, an optimal quantity to order for a fixed reorder point, fixed reorder quantity, inventory model, with random demand and lead time. An infinite delivery rate is assumed, back ordering is allowed, the annual demand is known, and costs for placing an order, for holding inventory, and for having stockouts are given. Inputs to the program unit consist of the ordering cost per order, the inventory holding cost per unit of ending inventory, the cost per item purchased or produced, the stockout cost per item out of stock, the expected annual demand, the number of different demands during lead time, and the distribution of demand during lead time. The program unit outputs consist of the expected demand during lead time, the cumulative distribution of demand during lead time, the probability that the demand during lead time is greater than the reorder point, expected number of stockouts as a function of reorder point, the optimal reorder point, the optimal amount to reorder, and the optimal expected annual inventory cost. Standard management science formulae derived from the calculus are used in this program unit. So let's see to continue. And yes, we'll use a sample file here. Notice I wrote this interface in 1982. I think it's still so simple, so easy, so intuitive. It's really, it's a pleasure to use, frankly. So I'm going to hit E to edit. We'll just go through these fields. So here's the report title, optimal inventory, the name of the management analyst, the company name, date. The product in this case will be software packages. Ordering cost per order is $50. Holding cost is $40. Item cost is $150. Stock out cost is $30. Expected demand is $200 for the year, and there are 5 demand levels. So hit A to accept, and then we'll do E to edit this. These are misaligned here because DOSBox, I'm running Windows 64, so I have to run DOSBox underneath Windows 64-bit Windows. It does not allow the use of config.sys, so I can't say device equal ncibm.sys and get everything lined up, but it doesn't matter. The prompt at the bottom here tells you exactly what's needed. So what is the probability of demand 0 during the lead time? So it's 0.2. Demand 1 is 0.3. Demand 2 is 0.1. Demand 3 is 0.3. And then demand 4 is 0.1. So let's see, 0.4, yeah, it adds up to 1. Better add up to 1. And I'll hit A to accept. Now at this point you can save the data, then compute, go back to screen 1 if you think you've made a mistake, or compute only. We're just going to compute only. Screen only. You can send this to the printer, of course. Screen length. So here's all the input, which is printed together with the output. So we have the ordering cost per order, $50. Inventory holding cost per unit of ending inventory, $40. Stock out cost per item out of stock is $30. Cost of item produced or purchased, $150. Expected demand of the item for the year is $200. Expected demand during a lead time, just 1. And the columns in the following table are column 1, demand during the lead time, probability of the above demand, cumulative demand, reorder point, expected number of stockouts for the reorder. And column 6 is the probability that the demand during lead time is greater than the reorder point. So those are the 6 columns. So this tells us that the optimal reorder point is 3. And the optimal quantity to order at that time is 23.02, so you would just say 23. And expected annual inventory cost is $960.87. Okay, so there you have it. There's optimal inventory, the probabilistic method. You can rerun the program and exit to the module menu or print the results again. I'm just going to exit. And so that was pretty simple today. So we're just doing 1 program unit each week. There are 47 program units, so a total of 47 weeks to go through this entire program. Notice that in some cases, like with last week, there are sub-program units for the program, but there weren't any sub-programs this time for this week. Very simple to use interface. As far as I know, there's still no comprehensive applied optimal decision support software program that competes with Optimal Manager. All the equations are built into each program unit, so you don't put in any equations. This is totally different from, say, Excel or any other spreadsheet program, where you yourself have to put in all the equations. All the equations are already in the system. Oh, we got the phone number here. Phone, rather. Let's turn that off. Should be it. And so, you can just see how easy this is to use. And I'm saying that just 1 or 2 uses of this program, assuming you get the right data, and assuming that you take the optimal decision as recommended by the program will pay for itself. So we've sold quite a few of these all around the world. And if you go to our website, transpowercorp.com, you can take a look at some of the organizations and businesses who purchased this. So transpowercorp.com, that's where you go to get a fuller description of each program unit. We do accept PayPal. You can also get this through Amazon.com, of course. Alright, that wraps it up for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like the video. Please subscribe to our channel. I know some of you want us to stick with theoretical physics, but we've done lots more than just theoretical physics. We've done engineering science, management science, and economic science, as well as physical science. So for the next couple years, 2-3 years, we're just going to do all of Transpower's commercial software programs. And then we'll get back to doing theoretical physics if that's your main interest. Alright, again, thanks for your attention, and bye for now.